I am 30 days into multiple midlife side quests, and it's time to see if I've leveled up. Hey, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Brandon Wilborn, and I am starting something new this past month of these midlife side quests. Now, what are those? They're little experiments I'm doing to see if I can level up in different ways in my life. So I've got the goal of this channel is just to kind of create an accountability factor and to document my journey of what I'm doing and how I'm progressing and if I'm progressing. So again, welcome. So the idea was, rather than a midlife crisis, let's do a midlife curriculum and try and level up. Why? So that I can be equipped to do the things that I feel like God has called me to do. And so that I can be the man that I want to be, a man who I think is a good man and an honorable man, but also a strong man and a man of faith, a good dad, a good husband. I am a writer, and I'm also a youth pastor part-time. So yeah, a good minister and a good storyteller. That's my goals. And again, this is just a documentation. So we are starting here. We are 30 days in. And I've got 5 areas of focus: faith, family, finance, fitness, finances, and then fun, or freedom, as my brother likes to say. So where am I? I'm going to share the summaries of where I'm at. I'm going to share the big overall lessons of those 5 areas. And then in some other videos, I'll get more into specifically where I'm at with each of those 5 F's. Now, I learned those 5 F's from my father, but I think he got them from some motivational speaker a long time ago. So we'll see how that goes. All right, let's start with faith. In faith, I have been trying to be more consistent. Like I said, I am a minister, but I still have times when, life gets in the way and it gets hard to potentially follow along every day. Consistency has been the thing, and consistency in study and prayer. I can honestly say I've not missed a day this past month, and I'm happy about that. And I tell you what, here's what God's been doing. In that effort, He has been showing me things in the Bible and kind of revealing things as I'm reading. Even though I've read it before more than once, I still am seeing new things. That's the cool part. So He's sharing things with me that I wouldn't otherwise have seen, I think, on my own. Look both ways. Lots of traffic today on this street. Not expecting that. So He's sharing things with me as I'm reading that I wouldn't have caught without that. And then in prayer, I've been more consistent, so He's been changing me and helping me to be consistent, to be diligent in this, to really seek Him. And that's going to change things. I know from experience that's going to change things. Consistently showing up with God is what draws you closer to Him, just like with people. So let's move on. Family. This one's the hardest to measure. No major changes here. My intent was to just be more purposeful about reaching out to my family and spending time with each of them. I've done that a little bit, but I can't say it's changed much. So I did, however, I'll share this in the family video. I did, however, I heard something recently that I will definitely be sharing in that, because I think it's going to make a difference going forward in what I'm able to do. Third thing, fitness. Now, fitness is an important goal for a lot of people. I'm not trying to get, ripped and get big and all that kind of stuff. I just want to be fit to surf. So with that goal in mind, I have had some pretty big gains here in just 30 days. 29% increase in my endurance or my stamina, which I will share in a shorter video on that. Motivation, though, has been the biggest thing here. I've never had so much fun doing ongoing fitness for 30 whole days. That's been cool. Sure. All right, finances or work. I have seen unbelievable progress here. Again, I'm going to have to share more in the video, but literally over 500% increase in output. I'm a writer, so words are my product. And just doing this little experiment that I'm doing right now, walking and talking and recording either video or audio, 500% increase in drafts. I'll get more into that with that other video. The other side of that, the attempt to speak off the cuff without pausing too long, without saying and ah all the time, but really getting to the heart of matters, trying to speak conversationally so that I can teach and maybe speak off of basic notes rather than having to have a whole written out sermon. That's a more subjective goal, but we'll see in the transcripts when I get to that video. And finally, fun. This has been a blast. I am learning new things. I am enjoying the process and the progress, as I said in this video. And I gotta say, this is fun. This little bit of discipline and growth has kind of sparked something in me that I wasn't expecting. I thought it was going to be drudgery and dreary, but it's been great. So let's keep going. What are my big lessons from this? Discipline works. That's the biggest one. Second one is that this is transforming my days in ways I didn't expect. My day is becoming more concrete in my schedule, and these things that are the daily actions or the weekly actions are becoming way more consistent. That's going to have a huge impact down the road. That is going to slowly and steadily change what I'm able to do with my week or my day or my month. However, all of those increases in output, for instance, that's creating new bottlenecks. So I'm going to have new challenges to face. While I'm leveling up, I am not currently experiencing a plateau. And again, that'll create new bottlenecks. It's going to create new problems that I can hopefully gamify to figure out those solutions. I'm going to share a playlist of all of the update videos so that you guys can follow along, hopefully. And we'll see where this goes. If you're if you are here new again, welcome. I would encourage you to subscribe if you want to see how far I can get on these side quests. And I want to know what you're working on. Does God have some kind of purpose in your life where you need to be fit? You need to be more productive. You need to be more faithful. Let me know about it in the comments, and maybe we can level up together. And as usual, I'm going to pray for you right now, if that's all right. Lord, help these folks who are watching, and I hope this helps anybody who is watching, just to encourage and inspire them that they can find new ways to engage in life. They can learn more about you and go closer to you and their families, and that little actions of discipline, as your word says, produce fruit. Bless them, and thank you again. Amen. All right, folks, that's all I got for this walk. God bless.